Your hardware wallet app just asked you for your 24-word recovery phrase. The window looks completely official. The app around it is the real one you installed. But that window? Malware drew it. It hijacked the wallet software from the inside. Its name is SeedHunter. It's part of a bigger framework called OkoBot. And according to Kaspersky's global research and analysis team, it's been running on Windows machines since April 2025, hundreds of victims across more than 25 countries. Here's the thing about hardware wallets. The whole point is that your private keys never touch your computer. The device signs transactions on its own secure chip. That's why people pay $100 for a USB stick with a tiny screen. But the hardware wallet can't stop its companion software from asking you for the phrase instead. The device does what it was built to do, it refuses to give up the key. The software around it? That can be talked into anything. SeedHunter exploits that gap. It lands on a Windows machine. It watches for 3 apps, Trezor Suite, Ledger Wallet, and Ledger Live. It injects into whichever one it finds, and hooks the app's Electron internals, the same engine that draws the app's own interface. Then it checks in with its command and control server at moonsend.store. And this is where SeedHunter gets clever. The C2 server can set a flag. Call it the wait flag. When it's on, SeedHunter scans USB ports by vendor and product ID. It sits completely still until you plug in a real Ledger or Trezor. Then, only then, it draws a fake recovery page. One hard-coded layout per brand, pixel matched to the real thing. Flag off. The page appears immediately. Either way, the window is drawn inside the running application. The app around it is real. The page is malicious. And the phrase is the wallet. You type your phrase. It goes into the page's own console, behind a marker called @appprint. A hooked function named malloggConsoleMessage picks it up. It leaves as a JSON payload, wallet type, device info, hardware identifiers, the recovered phrase. An RC4 encrypted copy lands in a temp file. From there, it's gone. So how does OkoBot even get in? 2 main paths. The first is ClickFix, a fake CAPTCHA page that tells you to press WinR, paste a command, and verify you are human. That command is PowerShell. The second path is Trojanized software on GitHub. The repo Kaspersky dissected advertised SQL Server Management Studio. What it shipped was Audacity, the audio editor, rebuilt with a malicious implant tucked inside one of its libraries. It ranked top for SSMS. Both paths run a PowerShell downloader called Toolkit. Kaspersky has tracked it since March 2025, when it rode fake DeepSeek pages and fake business software download sites. Toolkit installs SSH. It dials an attacker-controlled server. It forwards the local SSH port, and waits. An automated bot connects back through the tunnel. It inventories the machine, right down to the installed antivirus, then drags wallet files, cookies, browser profiles, and credentials out through the tunnel. The framework also preps the machine for remote control. It silences Defender notifications with a registry write. It opens the firewall for inbound RDP. It adds an account to the remote desktop users group. It swaps termserve.dll for a patched build that allows concurrent RDP sessions. And it registers a scheduled task called Apple Sync that rebuilds the reverse SSH tunnel every hour. SeedHunter isn't the only module. OkoBot carries more than 20 payloads and implants. The last delivery stage is a utility called Volume 2, carrying a malicious protobuf.dll that decrypts and starts a plugin dispatcher polling its C2 every 20 seconds. Kaspersky recovered 5 plugins. One is a process injector, that's what puts SeedHunter in place. The rest is surveillance. OkoSpyware watches for more than 100 executables, Exodus, 1Password, among them. It films the matching window to MP4 with a bundled FFmpeg, and logs keystrokes into the same recording. Browser titles get regex matched, so a MetaMask or Toolkit tab gets recorded too. A keylogger covers input, clipboard, and USB devices, and grabs a screenshot every 5 minutes. And a loader installs hidden Chromium extensions with every permission granted, including Rylide, a Chromium stealer used by Russian-speaking threat actors since April 2023. Kaspersky won't name an actor. Quote, "We can't attribute this malicious campaign to any known crimeware actor. But there are soft signals. The servers hosting the first stage PowerShell return an empty response to Russian and CIS IPs. Rylide moves on invitation-only Russian-speaking forums. The SeedHunter phishing pages carry Russian comments. Soft signals, and the report treats them as such. The scale is real. Hundreds of victims. More than 25 countries. The biggest shares, Brazil, Vietnam, Canada, Mexico, and Turkey. And OkoBot was still active as of the July 15 report. Here's the uncomfortable truth. There's no wallet CVE here. No vendor patch closes this route. The attack lands on the endpoint, not the device. Your hardware wallet did its job. The software around it didn't. So what actually protects you? Number 1, never type your recovery phrase into any software. Ever. Not your wallet app. Not a website. Not a recovery tool. Legitimate apps don't ask for it after setup. Period. Number 2, treat any window demanding your phrase inside a wallet app as a hostage situation. Close it. And if you typed anything, move your funds to a fresh wallet immediately. Number 3, never run commands from a web page. Real captchas don't need WinR. Number 4, verify downloads. Check the publisher. Check the repo. If the installer suddenly is Audacity, run. Number 5, hunt for the artifacts, a scheduled task named Apple Sync, with .dat in program data, an HD video folder, a file called go.bat in your SSH folder, unknown accounts in remote desktop users. Remember one thing. The seed phrase is the wallet. The hardware is a lock, not a bodyguard. Any software that can read or type your phrase, real or fake, is a threat. If this video stopped you from typing your phrase into a fake window, share it with someone who holds crypto. And if you want to stay ahead of threats like this, subscribe. I break down the attacks most people don't hear about until it's too late.